Jeremy, thank you. The Johnson City Radio Controllers are getting ready to take to the skies at this year's Learn to Fly event, and it's the perfect introduction to the world of RC flying. Here to give us the details is Glenn Ross and Johnny Judd. Thanks for being here on this Labor Day.
Thank you, John.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. And when it comes to this event this upcoming weekend, it's all about getting people that maybe haven't had the access to an RC plane or don't know how to use it. They get that introduction to the hobby.
Absolutely. We're an AMA club, which means we have a specific set of rules and stuff that we use to fly. And one of the things that we're charged to do is help introduce people to flying unmanned aerial aircraft in a safe, responsible manner. And that's what we do here. And the way we do that is using a system called buddy boxing. We have an airplane like this one. This is a trainer, and the club has these type of trainer planes. In fact, this is the plane that Amy Lynn flew when she dropped by to visit us earlier in the spring. And the way we do this is we have a buddy box system where the instructor has his transmitter and the novice has a second transmitter. The instructor gets the airplane up in the air. The novice takes over flying. If he gets into trouble, the instructor cleans it up, gets him back up in the air, and continues to fly on.
So everybody keeps having fun. We don't end up with the plane nose diving like it is here, kind of. But Johnny, what's really cool is that someone at the end of the day is going to walk home with an RC plane just like this one.
Absolutely. Bob Barrett and his wife Mary, they own Hobbytown, and they're our sponsor. And they graciously donated a plane just like this, a ready-to-fly airplane that'll come with a transmitter and the airplane. And at the end of the day, everybody throws in their completed flight vouchers, and somebody that flew that day is going to get to go home with this. And they'll get free lessons from the club to learn how to fly it.
Now, Johnny, this thing's pretty neat. I mean, it is all styrofoam.
Yes.
You wouldn't be able to tell on the TV here, but I mean, it's quite hefty. Like, how does this compare in terms of like your starting airplanes in the RC hobby?
Well, this is actually a premier trainer. This is really good for a trainer. They do come smaller. An Aero Scout is quite a bit smaller, and that's a good starter airplane too. And I think it's better than you can go in Walmart and buy these little planes, but they're so unstable. Bigger is more stable. It has more inertia, and it's easier to see when the wings are tipping, and you can it moves a little bit slower, so it's easier to keep up with.
Absolutely. For someone that wants to get into this hobby full time, maybe they have that interest already, they just need to learn how to fly it. Can they learn more about how to kind of invest themselves more into the hobby as well?
Well, sure. That's exactly the reason for all of this is an introduction. People come out, they get the opportunity to say, yeah, I kind of like this. No, I don't kind of like this. I really want to do this, but I don't know how to go about doing it. And this gives them a chance to do that, meet some people at the club, say, this might be worth spending some time to learn how to do this before I make an investment in doing this. Now, if you bought this particular plane, you'd be looking at spending about $270, $280 for the plane itself, and another $200 or $300 for a transmitter and so on. But there are people out there who are members of the clubs and so on who have planes like this that they just aren't flying. I've got 3 sitting at the house that I don't fly very often. And I might be willing, and they might be willing, to get a new person in the club and say, you know what, I'll just sell you my old plane for a lot less and help get you started. But the only way you're going to find out things like that is if you find a club around here to do that, and we've got one. And we've got a nice, beautiful paved 500-foot long runway, some nice facilities, and a bunch of people who actually are interested in getting new people into the hobby.
Well, thank you both for coming by. It sounds like a blast, and hopefully you guys get a good crowd here this weekend and some new people introduced to RC flying. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, John.
9 till 2 on Saturday. Come on out.
All right, sounds like a plan. And the Johnson City Radio Controllers annual Learn to Fly event is happening at the Tri-Cities Model Airport. And again, 9 to 2 on Saturday, or September 20th. That is the rain date, but looks like we won't need it. We'll have plenty of flight demos there, training and flying with instructors, raffles, prizes, and plenty more. And we'll be right back with some more events you don't want to miss across the Tri-Cities this week. That's after the break.